Good morning, students. You are familiar with Usain Bolt. Who is that? He was the fastest sprinter in the world. He ran 100-meter race just 9.58 seconds. Okay, he completed the race, and he was the fastest man. Almost his speed is 27 point something. Okay, miles per hour. That is the speed of Usain Bolt. Then just 9 seconds, okay, just 9.58 seconds he completed 100-meter race. In our school, we are conducting the sports meet. The most beautiful item in that is the 100-meter race, because we are finding out the fastest runner in our school. Okay, so it will take maybe 1 second, one minute, like that, okay, or less than 1 minute to complete the race. Who was the fastest man? So in this we are measuring the speed. Okay, how much distance he covered, how much time he took for completing the race. So these three things, speed, distance and time, are we are discussing in the new chapter, that is speed math. See this data. This is 2012 Olympics. Okay, the first 5 men who completed the 100-meter race. The fastest man, Usain Bolt, he took 9.63 seconds. Johan Blake 9.75, Justin Gatlin 9.79, Tyson Gay 9.8, and Ryan Bailey 9.88. So these are the data of the running time of the different persons. Okay, those who completed the 100-meter race in Olympics 2012. So in this, the fastest man is Usain Bolt. He took less time, okay, other than others. 9.63 seconds he completed the race. You can see the picture there, that Usain Bolt is finishing his race. This is another data of 4 men. They completed the race in a school level. Okay, so Sham, he took 16 seconds to complete the race. Joy 18 seconds, Regu 18 seconds, Mustafa 17 seconds. So who won the race? Sham won the race. He was the first. Okay, then second 17 seconds. Okay, then both are in third place. So those who took less time, he is finishing it first. Okay, so from this data, who is the fastest sprinter? That is Sham. Sham is the faster one. Okay, the second place goes to Mustafa, and third goes to Joy and Regu. So this is the 100-meter race chart. Okay, those who took different times. So we are discussing about the distance travel. How much distance they travel? 100 meters they travel. In how much seconds it is given here. Okay, so time and distance is given. So from this we can find out the speed. Distance and time is given. You can find out the speed. These three things you can find out easily using this one. So the distance is here, speed is here, and the time is written here. Distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. Then if you want to find out the speed, what you have to do? Distance by time. Speed equal to distance by time. Then if you want to find out the time, what you have to do? Distance by speed. Okay. So using these three equations, you can find out distance, speed and time. So distance is written here, speed is here, and time is here. If you want to find out the speed, what you have to do? You have to divide distance by time. If you want to find out time, distance by speed. Then if you want to find out the distance, what you have to do? You have to multiply speed into time. So that is the three equations. Okay, remember this one. Distance equal to speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. Speed equal to distance by time, and time is equal to distance by speed. And the unit also, distance we can measure in meter or in kilometer. Speed we can measure in kilometer per hour or meter per second. Then time we are measuring in seconds or minutes or in hour. Sudhir traveled in a train covering 240 kilometers in 3 hours. Reached Trivandrum or Tirunelveli. Ramesh came in another train traveling 120 kilometers in 2 hours. Which train is faster? How much faster? So Sudhir traveled 240 kilometers in 3 hours and Ramesh traveled 120 kilometers in 2 hours. You have to find out the average speed in both the case and you can get the answer. Who is the faster one and how much faster you have to find out. Do it like the previous question. So Sudhir 240 and time 3 hours. To 240 by 3 you will get a average speed, and Ramesh 120 kilometers in 2 hours. So 120 by 2 you will get the answer, and from that we have to find out which is faster and how much faster you have to find out. A train took 4 hours in 30 minutes to cover 360 kilometers. 4 hours journey, 4 hours and 30 minutes. Time taken to complete 360 kilometers. What was the average speed? So distance traveled by the train is how much? 360 kilometer, and time is equal to 4 hours 30 minutes. 4 hours 30 minutes. This we can write as 4 1 by 2 hours. 4.5 hours. So average speed equal to distance 360 by time 4.5 hours. So average speed equal to distance by time. So 360 by 4 1 by 2. This we can write as 360 divided by, this is a mixed fraction that you change it to normal fraction. 4 into 8, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 by 2. So 360 by 9 by 2, or we can write 360 by 9 into 2. This is how much? 4 times 40. 40 into 2, it is 80 kilometer per hour is the speed. So 80 kilometer per hour is the average speed. Total distance 360, time is 4 hours 30 minutes, that you can write as 4.5 hours. So distance by time 360 by 4.5, 360 by 9 by 2. So it is 360 by 9 into 2. 9 4s are 360. So 40. 40 into 2, it is 80 kilometer per hour. If the average speed of the bus is 52 kilometer per hour, how much does it travel in 6 hours? Average speed is 52 and the time of travel is 6 hours. So average speed and time is given. Distance is not given. That you have to find out. If the average speed of the bus is given and how much it travel in 6 hours. In 6 hours, how much distance the train or how much distance it travel. So speed is given and time is given. You have to find out the distance. How do you find out the distance? Speed into time is distance. So it travel in 52 kilometers in each hour on an average speed of 6 hours. Okay, so 52 into 6, that is 312 kilometers. So in 312 kilometers, it travel in 6 hours with a speed of 52 kilometers per hour. The average speed given 52 kilometer per hour, and it travel at a time of 6 hours. You have to find out the distance travel. We studied that one. Distance is here, time or speed. Okay, so you have to find out which one. Distance you have to find out. Distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. That is 52 into 6. 52 into 6 we are getting 312 kilometer. So distance we are finding out from average speed and time. So distance is equal to speed into time. One more question is here. How long does it take to travel 512 kilometers at the speed? So at a speed of 52 kilometer per hour, it travel 520 kilometers. So how much time it take to travel 520 kilometers with a speed of 52 kilometer per hour? So how much is the distance traveled? 520 kilometer with the same speed. Speed is 52 kilometer per hour. How long it will take? That means the time you have to find out. So what is the equation of time? Time equal to distance by speed. Distance by speed. Time equal to distance by speed. Distance is 520 kilometer per hour with a speed of 52. Okay. So what is the answer? 52 50 cancel one time. That is 10 hours the journey will finish. So here distance is given, speed is given. We have to find out the time. Time equal to distance by speed. Distance by speed. So 10 hours. The previous one, speed and time is given. You have to find out the distance. So speed into time is distance. The table shows details of Joy's trip. You have to find out the missing entries. Here the distance you have to find out. Distance, what is the equation? Distance equal to speed into time. Speed is given, time is given. Then car. Distance is given, time is given. You have to find out the average speed. Speed equal to distance by time. Then aeroplane. Distance given, average speed given. You have to find out the time. Time is equal to distance by speed. So using these three equations, we can find out the answer. Okay. So please find out. Distance equal to speed into time. So remember our easiest method, D, S and T. Distance equal to speed into time. Time equal to distance by speed, and speed is distance by time. And find out the answer. Shyama's exam start at 2 o'clock. To reach the place, she has to travel 50 kilometers by bus and 175 kilometers by train. So she has to travel in bus and train. In bus, how much? 50 kilometers she has to travel, and in train 175 kilometers how to travel. Average speed of the bus is 20 km per hour, and average speed of the train is 50 km per hour. The speed of train and bus is given. To reach there 1 hour before the exam, when should Shyama leave the home? So exam start at 2 o'clock. 1 hour before means 1 o'clock she has to reach in the exam center. So she has to travel 50 kilometers in bus and 175 kilometers in train. And average speed is given for both. For bus it is 20 km per hour, and that means too much rush is there. And train it is 50 km per hour. So 1 hour before she should reach. That means 1 o'clock she has to reach the examination center. So how much when she leave from the home? So which time she has to start from the home? She has to travel in bus and train. Bus, how much is the distance traveled? 50 kilometer, and the speed of the bus is given 20 kilometer per hour. Then what about train? Train, the distance traveled should be 175 kilometer and a speed of 50 kilometer per hour. So distance and speed is given. You have to find out the time taken for both. So time you have to find out. In both the cases, time you have to find out. So what is the equation of time? Distance by speed. Distance is 50 kilometer and the speed is 20. 0 0 cancel, 5 by 2, that means 2.5 hours. Okay, that is the time taken by the bus to travel 50 kilometers. So 2.5 hours the bus will take. Okay, that is the time taken by the bus to travel 50 kilometers. So 2.5 hours the bus will take. Then train, what about train? Train it is 175 kilometer traveled in 50 kilometer per hour speed. So 175 is the distance traveled and speed is 50 kilometer per hour. So it will take 50 into 2, 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours is the answer. So 3.5 hours journey in train and 2.5 hours journey in bus. Then she has to reach by 1 o'clock in the exam center. So at which time she has to start from his home? So what is the total time taken? 2.5 plus 3.5 hours. So 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 1, it is 6 hours journey is there. Time taken in both bus and train. Bus it is 2.5 or 2.5 and another one is train it is 3.5 hours. So in total it should be 6 hours journey was there. Okay, both train and bus together 6 hours journey, and she has to reach the exam center at 1 o'clock. Okay, 2 hours is 2 o'clock is exam, so 1 hour before she should reach. So 1 o'clock he should reach the center. So journey time is 6 hours, and when should she reach? 1 o'clock she should reach there. That is 1 p.m. she should reach there. And how much hours she has to travel? 6 hours. So what is the answer? 1 p.m. she should reach there and she has to travel 6 hours journey. So 1 p.m. before 6 hours, what is that? It is 7 a.m. So at 7 a.m. she should start from home. Okay, then only she can complete 6 hours journey and should reach by 1 o'clock. So at 7 a.m. she should reach there. Otherwise 1 p.m. means it is 13 hours. Okay, so minus 6 hours. How much? 7 hours. 7 hours means morning 7 o'clock means 7 a.m. Okay, like that also you can find out. 1 p.m. she should reach there. 1 p.m. means 24 o'clock, it is 13 hours. Okay, so 6 hour journey was there. So 13 minus 6. Okay, so 7 hours. 7 hours means 7 a.m. So 7 a.m. she should start from home and she should reach at exam center at 1 p.m. by traveling 6 hours journey. So when should she start from home? At 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock she should start from the home, and then only she can reach by 1 p.m. So you got how much? How you got 7 a.m.? 1 p.m. she should reach. That means 13 hours. Okay, 13 hours minus 6 hours. Okay, so you get 7. So it means 7 a.m. she should start from the